the great folks, and to all, my name is Thinh.
And my name is Nolan. And welcome to the 5-Minute News. We will highlight the hottest and most breaking events that has happened to our nation. As of today, February 19th, 1942, a nationwide event is taking place. 2 months after the Imperial Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor, President Franklin D. Roosevelt has authorized the deportation and incarceration of Executive Order 9066, which allows regional military commanders to designate military areas. This is used to declare that all people of Japanese ancestry are excluded from the West Coast, including all of California and parts of Oregon, Washington, and Arizona.
The internment of Japanese Americans is a forced relocation and incarceration in camps of around 117 people of Japanese ancestry, most of whom live on the Pacific Coast. 62% of the internees were United States citizens. To have a first-hand approach to this issue and a glimpse of the camps, we'll join our co-anchor Thinh at the scene in Southern California.
Thank you, Nolan. I'm standing here in the city of Sonoma, California, and I'm standing on a bunch of horse poop because this temporary camp was built on a former racetrack. The weather is around 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect for frying an egg for breakfast with a hot cup of coffee. And as you can see in the back, there's our tall towers in each corner filled with guards to keep people from escaping. This will serve as a temporary camp for the first wave of Japanese Americans. And here they are! Sir! Can you come here? Sir. Can you tell me what your name is and
my name is Kakashi and I'm a business owner. I don't know why I'm here, but there was a flyer in front of my house. It says that if I don't come, I'll be sent back to Japan, you know, so yeah, that's why I'm here.
Can you tell us how you feel about this incident?
I was in shock, to be honest. I have to distance myself from my business, my family, my neighbors. It's been hard.
Okay. There you have it, folks. That's the interview we had with the Japanese American who's been sent to the camp.
Oh, no touch! No touch!
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, we out.
We have found out that the Japanese Americans were incarcerated based on local population concentrations and regional politics. More than 110,000 Japanese Americans in the mainland U.S., who mostly live on the West Coast, will be forced into interior camps. Some view the internment to have resulted more from racism than from any security risk posed by Japanese Americans. We don't have reports of Thai relocating to an army base where he will confront a Japanese soldier and talk about his life in war.
And here I am at the U.S. Army training camp. According to our source, we've heard that Japanese Americans have been receiving some really harsh treatment due to the Pearl Harbor attack. And here are some of the Japanese American soldiers. I will try to interview one.
No touching!
I'm sorry.
No touching!
According to our source, there's been some really harsh treatment done towards the Japanese American inside the army. Can you tell us something about it?
Even though I cannot give the exact details, but we admit that the situation is actually happening in our base right now. Personally, I feel that the relationship between me and my fellow soldier has been tense recently due to the event, and I feel that we've been really lack in terms of communications in combat and even normal conversations.
Now, okay, so as you might have heard, the government has issued laws towards internment camp for Japanese families and Japanese descent. How do you feel about your family being sent there?
To be honest, I'm really worried about them right now, but I really hope that the president will have a proper solution to what is happening, and maybe in the future everything will be the same as it was before. That's what I have to say.
Thank you for your interview. There you have it, folks. A bunch of soldiers.
Along with the bombing of Pearl Harbor, The settlement of Japanese inside the internment camps have greatly affected our men out in the battlefields. Japanese American soldiers have faced isolation from other soldiers due to the cause of fear that Japanese American soldiers will serve as spies. This has caused acts of racism to be inflicted on these soldiers as well. The future of these soldiers will remain certain. We'll come back to you after these messages.
Bro,
What?
you done?
No, I'm not done.
You done?
I'm not done.
Udon?
I'm not done.
Udon?
No, I'm not done.
Udon.
Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke! Naruto! Sasuke!
We have just received reports that the internment camps are now freeing these Japanese American citizens, and they will now return to their property along with their possessions. Ty is now traveling to a business owner who has safely returned home from this camp, and he will now describe his upcoming plans.
These property and businesses were taken away from them during their time in the internment camp. Now they are struggling to find work and trying to get their old normal life back. We're here with one of the former business owner. Sir, can you tell us about how you feel about your business being taken away by the bank during your time in the internment camp?
Yeah, you know, when they gave us an announcement of like going back to our home, we were really excited at first, but I was really shocked to know that the government has taken our property all away. And as you see right now, I'm operating a small outdoor business.
Sir, student, can I ask you some questions?
Go ahead, please.
I heard that you're one of the regulars here, and can you tell us about, how the food tastes and how do you feel?
I think the food is fantastic. It reminds me of my hometown. And the reason I go here is because my wife is Japanese and her side of family makes really good food and it reminds me of her side of the family.
Where is she now?
She left me.
Oh, she did. How do you feel about it?
Terrible. I have a drug addict problem, so that's why she left me.
Yeah, that's really good to know. And as you might have heard, Japanese property and business were taken away from them by the banks, and now they are struggling to, get their life back, and make a living. How do you feel about it?
I think it's totally unfair for the Japanese American. It's because we all deserve the same opportunity to make a living. Why do the Japanese and American people do not have the same opportunity as other people? That's my opinion, yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No, udon's good.
And there we have it. See you.
It has been a rough time period for fellow Japanese. Some said it has been a great life change for these Japanese Americans. They've experienced what it's like to be in an enclosed camp with their community in Centerville. They have seen how it's affected Japanese soldiers out in the war and what they have paid in order to keep fighting. They have suffered some of the hard effects of these internment camps by losing their hard-earned property. Overall, their expenditures to America have been affected by racism they have had to go through. But it is no lie that they will strive to be accepted. This has been The News. We'll see you next time on The News. Payment for.
Nice. Good job this time.
Okay.
Can I come next time?
Okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Go!